Good day, my pretty small watching group. Hope you're enjoying my new video which I'm going to upload, which is actually my first one in English. So today I want to help you all with a Roblox game called BRM5, which I really recommend playing. It is probably one of the best shooters on Roblox, but it ain't the theme today. Today's theme is a beginner guide, cause I just thought that you all need some help when starting off the new game, the game. You see, I'm currently customizing my face. Not like I'm looking right, cause that's not really that's the closest, but the front of that looks the closest, but it ain't. That's probably the best. So what do I want to tell you? Cause you are starting off this game as a character like this when you first join it. I recommend just doing what I just did with customizing your face, but after that, you see here you have your melee weapons, which is not really necessary, just ignore it. And then you have here your vest, and again over, and then again you have here, that's just your clothes, your t-shirts, and here you have the backpacks. Yeah, I am not a beginner anymore, so just get that backpack, but you don't have to buy any camo for it. This is just what I did. And to make it clear, I'm not from the US, because my name is Vistang, I'm from so when you first equip the free backpack and then go over to your head, and then you equip your night visions, equip the night vision, and then I've got this night vision, but just to show it off to you, equip this night vision, but equip it is really necessary. I will equip this because, and you can actually equip that too if you really want to equip it. But it's free actually, just made it tan. Ignore all the other customization options, just get the NVGs, it is pretty important for later on. And the only other thing I would recommend is getting a watch. I don't care which one, I mostly with the 15 or the 23 watch. I use this watch, and for you will either start off with this, pistol, which is also not, it ain't bad, but if you want an upgrade which is cheap for the early game, you can then again get the M9A1, which is just nothing changes in ballistics, but instead you get a pistol with an slot for an flashlight. Then I recommend buying the 2P flashlight, as it is the cheapest one, and you can equip it on the rifle. But yeah, let's now go on to the rifle. Just ignore all of these customization options for now. The most important is one of the more important ones is this one. Either just equip it here or here. Where is it? Here it is, the 2P flashlight. And you can ignore all the other customization options, and then go over here and equip the AR-15 scope. This will give you a decent weapon for the start. If you need if you really want a suppressor on top of your gun, then if you don't need that flashlight, you can then either I bought this one, but I would recommend this one, as these devices are also available on many other weapons, and while the other ones aren't available for all weapons. I'm buying it now. You can also equip foregrip, but that's for later. I am also only recommending buying another gun early when you really don't like the other gun. I'm equipping this here now, and my spray which I'm using. You can again then just equip whatever magazine I equip just this because this looks kind. Don't buy the laser aiming device, it is not really necessary, and the M5 RAS is also not the most necessary for the early game, but yeah, just ignore the bacon skin. I'm actually on my secondary kind. After you've done this, go to your headquarters. These are really important, and this is one of the first things you should do when joining the game. Here you can passively get money. Bro, I just lost the ability to speak English. You can passively make money, and I don't recommend. I would say upgrade it when you can either instantly go for upgrading it, or you can just wait a while, and the research thingy is not really important for the beginning. Patience, infinite patient. Yeah, also assign at least some people for the defenses. To the defenses department. Also, this is, bro, why the heck can you do this with that scope? But did they change that? Because last time when I did this was not to be done. So let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, when you then again will be able to do. The tutorial is not necessary, but you can do it if you want it. Even though it's kinda not that good, because it's really unnecessary when you would ask me, because it just gives you some standard introductions to the game, but it not really shows you systems like leaning or crouching or melee combat or grenades, and it's really hard if you don't know it. I recommend starting off the game with playing on an online server, as this makes it easier for you. I again lost the ability to talk English, so let's go on a private server so I can show you the basics and also how you can play the game. Bro, I'm talking like I'm a student. Why do I always lose the ability to talk English when I'm having to actually talk it? Bruh. Oh my god, I'm on the wrong kit. Oh no. I just used the bigger backpack, which also can buy if you want. I bought it because I just don't like a backpack that's small. For the equipment, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just get 10 max with you. You can also make yourself a pre-made kit, and Then get 4 pistol mags with you. That's comment. After you've done that, leave this building. Either if you just join a public lobby or not. Ignore that flag on top of there. And for the vehicle you need, there's only one vehicle you really, which is useful for a beginner, and this is the 4x4. You can change the color if you want, bruh, but it is not really necessary. Ignore this. This is just important for private server players. Then go to your backs and then go here. If you're on a you don't have to load up stuff if you're in a public lobby, but if you're in a private lobby, load up the trunk. Yeah, this is what some people actually show you from, bro. For what the heck reason do you need in the early game? In the later game you can actually get a secondary rifle inside of there, but not necessary. If you don't want to instantly go to a compound, back there's a gun house, or however this is called, training building. But I'm now going to drive to a convoy and to see us back there. So here we're gonna test out. This is not actually a real compound, but instead just some random base. The M16A2 features a burst mode rifle. Aiming for the head will give you some bonuses on money when you shoot people, but also another bonus will you get when you do it in stealth. But I didn't stealth it actually, because this is not a real compound, it's just some random training compound. Or better said, roadblock. So let's go on here. If we move on towards your next location, which is Quarry or Ronograd City, which are both very heavy compounds. I would recommend either starting with Les Dolina, which is also a heavy compound, but not as heavy as Quarry and Ronograd City, or with one of the small towns like I don't know the names, like Pushkino, Depot, or Kotslovka. Depot is not actually available over the landway before Kotslovka is captured, so join someone with the Halo if it isn't captured and then go in there. Pushkino is, I think, the second easiest after Depot. Depot's only real upside is the real difference is that this does not have a mortar. Mortars are one of the most annoying type of enemies in the game. Not only will they... Yeah, you can also steal without any silencers on top of your guns. That does work. It is just harder. You can activate... you can activate with the middle mouse button a more sneakier thing, but be aware that mobile players, you can't switch your sides. For me, unknown reason, it is for you. You can't switch to your secondary sides. Bruh, just came on the touch board. In the top left of your screen you see your objectives, and on top you see this bar which will, if it turns orange, like I'm going to show you what I mean with that, is in combat, and when it is blue if you are stealthing. Like now it's turning Now it will also turn orange, and then the combat will get reinforcements and is ready for and waiting for you. The objectives means that you have to go to a marked point on the map, which will also plop up if you're near enough, and that is only for the explosive, placing explosive objective, but and for the kill VIP target you have to, sorry for the distraction, you have to get enough near. You can mark on the map to help your teammates, even though it's kinda unnecessary. You can change your spawn points, and you can change your spawn point in the main menu and also change your loadout here by just easily going into here and clicking on one of these dots here. Also green flag means captured outpost, and captured compound, and red flag means uncaptured. These thingies here are explosives, and that here is bunker 5, which does for some reason not have a mark on the map. It's a pretty small location which you can raid. So now let's take a look at the stuff. Later in the game you will switch from this scope to this scope, and yeah, you can't zero with this scope, but this gives you some, and then even later in the game you can then again switch your weapons. Also, if you don't want to go back into the main menu to get to your HQ, you can then again go here and just travel to it. And for the production, focus on the equipment or on precious materials in the early game, and go over to fuel when you have enough space. When here you can get the gears, but that's later. Here you can refill all your empty magazines, and here's the mess hall, which again you can buy food here, which is completely useless in game actually, but you don't have a food or a hunger or first bar in this game when you are except if you're in the zombie game mode. Also, later in the game you can walk up here for helicopters. These are very expensive, so a little bit will do the job. And yeah, so if you want to buy weapons for later on, let's switch back to this here. You can buy the M4, which is a gun I recommend very much for everybody, as it is the best. And this is also my main count, and I also use this here. But if you need something that actually is useful, then get the Halgen bar. With that you can breach doors which are locked, so on. For recommended weapon systems, for everybody who hates recoil, get the and wants to try out the AKs, with the AK-74M you have a perfect beginner. And for everybody who needs a full auto M16, you can get the C7A2, or if you just want M16 but instead of coming with a handguard, you can just get the M16A4, which just nearly changes nothing about it, but I still like it because it's kind of more modern, and it also gives you the ability to get another. For everybody who needs to make money fast but he is unable to play enough long on public servers, you can scroll back down here and on level 15 buy the sniper rifle and get the BRM attachment, and for the scope, and if you don't have enough money for a scope, you just have to buy the carry handle scope, because it gives you the ability to fix all your scopes which you already have. For the M16A2 on top of this looks kind of scuffed, but it actually is a pretty good choice for early game if you really want on top of it. For secondaries, the Makarov is the only gun I've been thinking is really necessary to think about buying, even though it's a little bit weaker cartridge. I think it actually gives you the ability to have a way lighter, as it only has 764 grams sidearm. It has not the ability to be silenced and so on. Later on, get the G17 Gen 3, the Glock 17 Gen 3. This is, you can say, the best choice. So my friends, this was about it with this video. If you like to watch more, you can like and subscribe to my channel and write what I've done wrong, and I would like to get more than 500 subscribers so I can finally get myself an English course and learn to talk English while I'm a little bit under pressure. But I thank you very much for watching until this point. It really helps me. I'm pretty new in this niche, but thank you for watching, and goodbye.